Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Guidental. This is Dr. Sahib Singh. So the subject for today's video is going to be oral and maxillofacial surgery. This is the second part or the last part for this subject. Whatever topics I'll be mentioning in the video are also mentioned in my blog by the name of Guidental, link for which is provided in the description of the video. So starting with the first topic of maxillofacial trauma. You should know the basic principles of treatment of a fracture, that is reduction, fixation and immobilization. In reduction, you need to know difference between open and closed reduction, reduction by manipulation and traction, the indications and names of forceps used for the same. In fixation, you should know the classification and any one indication for each type. Immobilization, you should know about intermaxillary fixation or IMF, technique and the duration of IMF in different cases. Coming to mid-phase fractures, the Lee-Ford classification you should know. Lee-Ford 1, 2 and 3 you should know the clinical features, fracture lines and management in detail with diagrams. Coming on to mandibular fractures, the classification according to Kruger, favorability that is favorable and unfavorable, and direction that is horizontal and vertical. The general clinical features of mandibular fractures. Coleman sign or sublingual hematoma is the most common pathognomonic sign of mandibular fracture. In management, you should know about bone plating, that is mini plate osteosynthesis and compression plates. In condylar fractures, you should know the classification, that is McLennan's and Lindahl classification. Difference between pediatric and adult condyle, any 3 to 4. Clinical features, management you should know the indications of non-surgical and surgical treatment and the names of incisions used in case of condylar fractures. In nasal fractures, you should know the clinical features. Management you should know close reduction, the names of forceps, that is Asch's septal forceps for septal fractures and Walsham forceps for laterally displaced nasal bones. Coming on to zygomatic complex fractures, you should know the functions of zygomatic complex, names of sutures forming zygomatic complex, that is zygomaticotemporal, zygomaticomaxillary, zygomaticofronto and zygomaticosphenoid. General clinical features, any 3 to 4. Management, you should know the classification, that is intraoral and extraoral, names of the surgeries in each, and temporal or Gillies approach that has to be done in detail. The next chapter is nerve injuries. You should know the Seddon classification and Sunderland classification of nerve injuries. Facial nerve has to be studied in detail. What you should know is surgical anatomy of facial nerve, that is given in Nilima Malik. Bowles-Brackman classification of facial paralysis, trigeminal neuralgia and Bell's palsy in detail. This can be done from a general medicine and general surgery topics. Coming on to cysts and tumors, surgical procedures for treatment of cysts and tumors have to be done in detail. Technique, indications, contraindications, advantages and disadvantages, that is of marsupialization, parts 1 and parts 2, enucleation, recontouring and resection. Next chapter is orthognathic surgery. You should know the classification of maxillary and mandibular procedures. Bilateral sagittal split osteotomy, BSSO, and genioplasty have to be done in detail. Next topic is pre-prosthetic surgeries. You should know the classification. Alveoloplasty, freenectomy. Freenectomy, just remember that Z or VY incision is given. Vestibuloplasty, ridge augmentation procedures, and alveoloplasty have to be done in detail. Cleft lip and cleft palate, that can be done from a general surgery. Next topic is maxillary sinus or antrum of Highmore. You should know the anatomy of maxillary sinus. It is pyramidal in shape. Base is at the lateral wall of nose. Apex is at the zygomatic process of maxilla. Roof is at the floor of orbit. Floor is at the lateral part of hard palate and alveolar part of maxilla. Now, coming on to classification of diseases of maxillary sinus, you should know the inflammatory diseases classification, that is acute and chronic maxillary sinusitis. Cysts, you should know the intrinsic origin, mucocele and sealer cyst, and the extrinsic origin, Pocci and radicular cyst. Tumors, you should know benign intrinsic, that is papilloma and juvenile angiofibroma. Benign extrinsic, that is ameloblastoma and adenoma, and malignant, that is carcinoma maxillary sinus. This is the classification of diseases of maxillary sinus. You can write this classification as it is in your exams. I have shortened it or made it easier for you to understand and remember. The next topic is maxillary sinusitis. Maxillary sinusitis is the most commonly asked short note as well as long note from maxillary sinus. So, Here you need to know the etiology and clinical features in detail, radiographic differences and similarities between acute and chronic maxillary sinusitis, management of maxillary sinusitis. Medical management has to be done in brief, only the names of 3 to 4 drugs. But the surgical has to be done a bit in detail, that is, indications of surgical treatment, 4 to 5 names of surgeries, Caldwell-Look procedure, and functional endoscopic sinus surgery, that is FESS in detail. In carcinoma of maxillary sinus, just know about the Ogren's line. Next chapter is temporomandibular joint or TMJ disorders. You should know the anatomy of articular disc in detail, surgical approaches to TMJ, that is extraoral. You should know Alkayat and Bramley's incision in detail, and the intraoral approach, you should know the technique, advantages and disadvantages. Next topic is TMJ dislocation. You should know the definition and classification. The most common type of TMJ dislocation is anterior dislocation. Etiology, you should know 3 to 4 names, and clinical features have to be done in detail. Management, you should know the IMF. Only the duration of IMF it can be done from the chapter of maxillofacial trauma. Capsulorrhaphy and Daugherty procedures have to be done in brief, 3 to 4 points only on the technique. TMJ ankylosis of stiff joint, you should know the definition and etiology in brief, only the names of 4 to 5 causes. Trauma is the most common cause. This is a commonly asked MCQ, you should know. Topazian's and Sony's radiological classification, these two classifications of TMJ ankylosis have to be done in detail. Clinical features have to be done in detail. Management, you should know for TMJ ankylosis is always surgical. So the surgical techniques, that is condylectomy, gap arthroplasty and interpositional arthroplasty, you should know the technique and indications. And the Caban's protocol, you should know the protocol as it is, the 4 to 5 points. Caban's protocol, only the points you should know, don't go in detail of each and every type. Coming on to myofascial pain dysfunction syndrome, that is MPDS. So these short forms are very important. They might ask you as MPDS in your exam, so you should know what they are talking about. Etiology, any 3 to 4 names under MPDS. Clinical features, only the cardinal signs. Management in brief, only 3 to 4 points. Next is distraction osteogenesis, that is DO. Once again, short forms are very important. They might ask directly the short forms in your exams, so you should know what they are talking about. In distraction osteogenesis, you should know the definition, indications and contraindications, technique of 5 sequential periods in DO, that is osteotomy, latency, distraction, consolidation and remodeling. Only the time duration is more important. Next topic, or the last topic for oral and maxillofacial surgery, is surgical treatment of osteomyelitis. You should know the technique and indications of incision and drainage, decortication, sequestectomy, saucerization, trephination of fenestration and resection or reconstruction. So this is the end for the subject of oral and maxillofacial surgery, or the second part of oral and maxillofacial surgery. If you found this video to be useful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel Guidental for further updates. Thank you so much.